Boom. What up?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good?
We're here.
This is the FYTB Podcast, right? I
You
got
know,
it right this time?
Yeah, you got it right this time. And last time you didn't even tell everybody what it stood for.
I don't want to. I want them to figure it out or make it up for themselves.
We're not going to tell anybody?
No, because what if it doesn't mean anything?
It means something, though.
It totally does.
Okay.
And I think they'll figure it out when they see the intro thing, too, right?
Probably.
So there's that.
Cool. Yeah, we're here. It's episode 2/1.
Really one. I think it's one. I say the other one was like a pre-cum, basically. We didn't really go in. We just talked about one thing, right?
Yeah, we did. And we talked about one thing for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
I don't want to talk about it at all ever again in my life.
I'm over that shit.
I don't want to talk about that man ever again. And if I see him...
I bet, low-key, Dub's been listening to Quali's Spotify station all week.
He's
full of shit.
He's learning
the old shit. He's catching up on all the old jams.
Nope, but I did look at his Twitter today, and he's still talking about Nazis, so...
Oh, yeah,
dude's still fucking crazy.
He's on it.
Yeah.
He's on one.
So what's up?
Shit, man.
How's your week?
Crazy. I pulled up to school today to a huge fight.
What do you mean?
Like, out back. Behind the school, these two kids were fighting. And
was there like a circle around?
It looked like the Baltimore riots, bro, right out back of my school. They were lighting cars on fire, throwing Molotov cocktails and shit.
Really?
Fuck no. But they were fighting and shit. And then at the end of the day, they had the two kids box in the little gym area we got.
Really?
Yeah.
They let them box?
Yeah, they try to get them to that point before they actually throw knuckles in the parking lot and end up getting hurt. You know what I mean? They try to get them like...
They would put gloves on and everything?
That's exactly what they do, yeah. Yeah. So they get the kids and the whole school watches and shit. It's kind of like a tradition at the school. This is where I went to school. Yeah, this is where I went to.
Hold on,
yeah.
Really?
This is dead ass, as they say in Brooklyn or whatever. But yeah, this is the school I went to too. So they used to do that shit when I went.
So like if two kids are arguing, they're like,
if two kids are beefing and they're about to fight, right? Say the two kids jump up in class and they try to get at each other, and the teacher gets in front of them or whatever, and they just keep going and won't cool off, and the principal will come down and be like, all right, let's go take care of this in the gym. And the two kids would box with gloves on.
Yo, that's crazy.
And then it'd be like, are you guys good or you need to keep going? And they'd box until somebody got knocked out or they were like, yeah, I'm done, we're good.
That blows my mind a little bit. I feel like that would stop school shootings. If they let everybody fight each other in the gym.
I don't think so. I think most of the kids that shoot schools up are kids that ain't trying to fight to begin with.
Good point.
You know
Valid point.
They're kids that just like sit there and won't stand up for themselves, and then they show up with fucking guns.
Yeah, you got me.
I think that's what it is. I mean, I don't know because I'd never, when I was in school, thought about doing no shit like that.
Yeah, neither did I.
But
I never really got picked on either.
Yeah, I kind of did at the beginning.
I feel like I picked on people.
I used to make myself get picked on. I used to dress crazy. When I went to public school in Overland Park, I used to dress like punk rock as shit just to piss people off.
Really?
I'd wear like safety pins through my ears and rip my clothes up and shit. And
so
I would be
you were
friends.
like the kid that I made fun of.
Probably, yeah. But then when I came to school down in Midtown, and I felt like I could be myself again. It was weird. I don't know. I just hated it in Johnson County when I went to school out there. I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I used to stir shit up all the time.
I went to school in Johnson County. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Olathe South.
Olathe. Okay, I went to Shawnee Mission South.
Way out south.
Okay. Yeah, Olathe has got a little more stank on it than Overland Park.
Yeah.
But it still feels like Johnson County. It's all because of the police, basically.
Yeah, Olathe cops were always cool to me, though.
I
got arrested a few times, but...
Yeah, I kept getting arrested when I lived in Johnson County. I had to get the fuck out of there.
Me too. Once I got out of school, I got arrested a lot more than when I was in school.
You can't turn a corner too fast in Johnson County.
No, in Kansas City, Missouri, you can pretty much do anything you want except for kill somebody and then let you go.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
with the podcast, last week we didn't get... What's cool, I think, about it is that we're starting now with... We can talk about anything. It's like, I think as it goes, we'll probably kind of like be talking about more current shit.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's so much shit we can talk about that we haven't talked about yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of what happened this last week in my life. I kind of hid from everybody this last week, I'm not going to lie.
Why?
Just because just didn't want to deal with anybody.
Okay.
Like, I really did. I just didn't want to deal with anybody, so I just stayed home all week.
I thought you were going to say maybe like KU lost or something.
No, KU's been crushing, bro.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to lie, I don't follow them like that.
You should. I don't. What college team do you follow?
I don't really follow college for real. I like watching March Madness or whatever, but I don't know. I kind of like the Gators. I'm from Florida, so I kind of grow up fucking with Gators. I fuck with the Jayhawks a little bit too, but people like that are into KU are super fucking into KU. And
Yeah.
I'm
I watch every game.
I'm not like that.
You should, because they're probably going to do some damage in the tournament. And I normally, I'm not that guy that says that every year. But if you've watched this team this year, like right now, they're hitting everything. They're shooting. If they're hitting their threes, there's not a team in college basketball that can beat them. I promise you.
I don't know, man. We'll see. There's college basketball. There's too many fucking teams, man. All it takes is one team to have a bad game and one team to get a hot streak. There's always some sleepers, man.
True.
You know, I bet on sports some, so I know a little bit here and there.
Some.
I have been known to throw a couple of dollars around, but I wanna start doing my homework now on my sleepers. I seen a couple that I like. I think.
Who?
I was impressed with Houston. I've watched them play a couple times. Pretty impressed with Xavier.
Xavier looks good.
They do. They play hard. They look good. I don't know. I need to do some more homework on it and shit. But like I said, I'm more into the NBA than college hoops. But whatevs, you know what I mean? The March shit ain't started yet. I got time to do my homework. I'm looking up all kind of weird shit, man. I'm looking up. I didn't see the James Harden ankle break yet. Did you?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
See, this is where too we're gonna have a fucking screen here. You know, imagine there. If it was there, I'd be like, damn, watch James Harden break this dude's ankles. Boom, and we'd watch it, but we can't see this shit right now. But that's what we're gonna have eventually. We still got a couple little
tweaks.
Yeah, tweaks to make to the spot, but we're good to go. We got our mics, we got our shit. We good to get rolling, man. So what else you got? What shows you got working on?
I'm doing Dash.
Okay.
Dash with the $.
We know a dude named Dash. Me and JL know a dude in Vegas named Dash.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to tell him that dude stole his name.
When I announced that show, some girl inboxed me and she was like, "Yo, it's not some girl. I mean, I've never met her in person, but she's been friends with me on Facebook for a while. But she's like, I met some dude in Vegas named Dash. Is it the same one?" So like, it probably is the same one you guys are talking about, but I don't think it's the same dude.
It's not the same dude.
You positive though?
Pretty fucking sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What?
JL confirms 100%.
100% positive. JL
Someone would have heard about that.
Yeah.
I think.
I just talked to him today. He's got.
Oh, he's not coming. Okay.
That's not him. Yeah.
Different Dash. Does he have
Different
a
Dash.
$sign for his S too?
He might, but he calls himself Dash the Verse too, I think.
Oh yeah, no, this is just Dash.
Yeah.
He's just he's like young. He's pretty cool. I mean, he actually raps really well. A lot of those younger kids, they don't be rapping like
How old is he?
24.
It's not that young. Who else you got?
Lil Wap and Chapo. More young people. I'm trying to bring more young people here because I feel like people have had this stigma about Riot Room where they continually bring the old Paul Wall, Riff Raff, Afro Man, the old shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring the younger new school stuff that we typically don't get in Kansas City. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Typically that stuff will go to Lawrence and we don't get to see those type of people like Dave East, all of that type of shit,
Yeah,
So
I missed that one. I wish I would have been here for that one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool until we got in a fight with their dude, but
Yeah, I heard.
yeah, it was cool. Other than that,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing that. I'm working. I just talked to JL. I guess we're gonna do a 420 album release show as well. Details to come. So that'll be pretty cool because him and Stevie Stone are dropping their album on 420 also.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that.
Word up.
Yeah. What are you working
When
on?
are you going to do a hologram show?
A hologram show?
When are you going to step it up a level and do a hologram show?
Isn't that shit really expensive?
I mean, are you trying to become a legend or not? I think you need to do a Michael Jackson concert at the Riot Room
The
hologram.
hologram?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll look into it.
I Like I said, dude.
I can't promise anything at all right now.
Okay.
But I'll look into that for you.
Your success relies on it. No pressure, though. No pressure. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, holograms I think should happen, but whatever. With that said, this is random, but I've been doing a little think. I feel like I was late to catch up into my feelings about all this Chiefs shit.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Peters.
He's gone, bro.
For nothing.
I mean...
I felt like I slept on how fucking stupid that was.
I mean... So, I know some people that work in the locker room. Well, actually, just one dude that works in the locker room.
Yeah, we know someone, yeah.
And according to him, all the reports about everybody in the locker room liking Marcus Peters isn't true.
So it's because the teammates don't like him?
I'm not saying that. I don't want to put that out there. But it's not.
Seems like it's got to be something.
He wasn't as widely loved. He wasn't going to come back and re-sign here anyways. And you know what I mean? If you don't have a player that's not happy here, there's no reason to keep him.
I don't know. It just feels like we're like about to suck for a couple of years, doesn't it? It feels like kind of like the same as the Royals. It feels like both of our teams are kind of like...
The Royals are going to suck for a few years for sure.
I kind of think the Chiefs are too. I mean, Mahomes is going to come into a reloaded up division. Right?
Yeah.
Gruden's back with the Raiders. That fucking scares me.
Oh, he did go back there.
That scares the shit out of me.
And they're about to move to Vegas.
He's like one of those few coaches that I feel like can legit like make a fucking difference.
Yeah.
Like when his team's getting their ass kicked, he'll fucking just get in their head, and they play like you never saw Gruden's teams get killed. They were always in close games, dude. Like.
No, you're probably right. We're probably going to be bad for a little bit.
Our division's going to be better. I think.
I'm still going to be a Chiefs fan though.
I mean, you always stick with them, but I'm just saying, it feels like they're going to suck, kind of.
Yeah, I did like how Marcus Peters came out and said we should have never got rid of Alex, and that Alex Smith took the blame for everything.
I didn't hear
when it
that.
wasn't his fault. Yeah, he did a whole interview on NFL Network, and they asked him about Alex Smith, and he said Alex Smith got the blame for everything. He was like, it was our fault we lost to the Titans, not Alex's. I thought that was kind of tight, because I was an Alex Smith fan, and you know that I defended Alex Smith till we traded him.
I liked him. I'm just ready to see like what Mahomes
So you ready to be crappy for a couple of years?
If he has a couple first years like Brett Favre and ends up being like Brett Favre, yeah, let's get it rolling. Because you got to get those years under your belt sometime. I see potential in that dude, man. But I think he's gonna have a couple rough years. Our division's got pretty good defense.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't mind the Marcus Peters trade, man. I mean, I know he's like the best corner.
Dude, I fucked with Peters.
And he's awesome, and I liked him. But if he doesn't want to be here, there's no reason to keep him around.
I fucked with him.
It sucks that that's all we got was like, a second round next year.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's bullshit what they got for him. I mean, I guess they just got that Fuller dude, who I guess is better than I know he is.
Yeah, but he's a slot corner. You're not going to move him out.
No, I heard he's a 1. He was the Redskins' best cornerback. He's a 1. He was a 1 there.
For some reason, I thought he was a slot corner.
No, he was their 1, dude. Like that, Redskins fans were pissed off that we got that dude too. Like we're pissed, It was like the same thing. They're like, why the fuck did you trade him? Type of shit. So I mean, we did get him, so they're probably feeling like they got a little spot that they don't have to trip off of or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm terrified of John Gruden. That dude's a fucking mastermind. And he's going to come back ready. That's why he came back.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck this shit.
I wish we would have gotten him.
Because the Raiders have been looking like they're just underachieving,
Yeah.
Like they got all these dope-ass players and shit, but everybody just beats their ass. Like, how many times in a row do we beat them now? That shit's about to come to an end this year.
A lot.
We beat them like 7 times in a row or something.
Yeah.
Like we sweeped them like 2-3 straight years, some crazy shit.
Some real crazy shit.
But
yeah,
so,
off of sports.
Yeah, off of sports.
Because
okay, my bad. Yeah.
that's what we talk about 90% of the time. You and
I know,
me.
we're just being organic,
so
man.
I feel like we need to figure out another topic here.
Yeah. Well, we got a whole lot of planning to do on this show. We need to get some guests.
Speaking of guests, we have one here.
We have one here today. We got the homie JL in the building. We're about to get into some shit with him here in a second.
I feel like that'll help us open this up, too.
We got stuff to talk about. I know he does. He's got stuff going on. So, yeah, we can just pop him up on
let's
in.
bring him in.
The homie, Who needs little introduction? One of my favorite rappers in the city, dude I call a very, very close, one of my best friends, JLB Hood in the building.
What's happening?
What up?
What's going on, man?
Chilling.
Yeah. What's up, bro? On the ground?
We made it happen.
Get yourself comfy, man. Move your shit around if you need to. Typically, I'll recommend you get close to it without actually touching it. It gets a little bit muffled if you get too close to the joint.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so man, glad you could make it down here with us. We had some last minute kind of technical shit. We had to switch some camera things around and whatnot.
Shout out Mellow Miles, by the way.
Shout out the homie Mellow Miles coming through, saving the day with the cameras, the homie. So yeah, man, I'm glad you're here. But fucking, so we just was talking about you got 420. You gonna do the thing with Stevie Stone?
Yeah, man. Me and Stevie Stone got a nice one on our hands. Full album.
Like how many songs are on it?
14.
Whew.
With a bonus track. You know what I mean? Our pre-order track.
Soft
is crazy.
15. Yeah, soft 15.
Yeah.
Tight.
Nice.
How long did it take y'all to wrap that up?
Well, shit, we started it in L.A. We just went out there for a press run, and we got into the studio one day, knocked out a couple records, like, let's do an EP on the low, though. We was trying to just do it on the low, and then Strange caught wind of it, and yo, we might as well make this an album. It was like, let's do it. We got into the studio again, like, for two weeks, beginning of January. And so about a good 3 weeks to a month, technically.
Tight. Any features that we should know about? Anything like that? Who y'all got on there?
Yeah. We got Pressure, the dude that was on Chloroseptic with Eminem.
Oh yeah.
Oh, tight.
And 2 Chainz. Yeah, he's on that joint. We got Tech, Chris, the homie Joey Cool, my homie Flawless from Rhode Island. He's killing shit right now.
Tight.
You know, we got the regular squad on there.
No doubt.
Joey, Sully, Adrian Truth.
Word, yeah, I got to hear that shit Sully did. That shit was tight.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of it yet. I'm in the
Got
dark.
some good shit, man. It's nice.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Shit came out good, man. It's a my bad. It's a dope ass dynamic with me and this nigga, cause his voice is so deep and I got a little higher pitch. You know what I'm saying, in comparison to his, so it sounds dope. It's like a crazy connection that we had, and on records, it works, man. Shit works.
Dope.
I want to go back to some history.
Yeah.
I like the history part of this.
Because, like, it's crazy right here.
The first time we put this podcast up, somebody came on hating, like, oh, 2 white dudes talking about hip hop. I'm like,
oh
man,
crazy.
If you just knew the history of, like,
I know, that's
all
wild,
of
man.
us, like,
That's wild.
Dude,
T-Dub gave me some of my first shows in the city. Like, he really helped me pave my way in this mug, you know what I mean?
And vice
vice
versa, for real, because some of my first shows were JL and Joey Cool shows that I ever threw.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know, it's like a mutual respect thing. 'Cause it's kind of tight. You know what I mean? And on top of that, we printed T-shirts in my kitchen.
Yeah, indeed. The first one.
The first Dipkiss shirts,
First
all of them.
Dipkiss shirts, man. Printed them in his kitchen.
I was
he did them
drying them
shits
in the
up in the oven.
We were drying them in the oven. and
that shit was
he's
crazy,
still wearing
bro.
the Fly Like Delta shirt.
Yeah,
and I
that's
saw him
dope.
wear it the other day. I'm like,
Speaking
shit.
of that, Fly Like Delta, man. Info Gates produced my very first project that was all original music. That's crazy. That EP was the first all original music project I did. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
After that, I did Brain Scatter.
Yeah, I remember listening to that like before it was actually like you were waiting to get it all posted, uploaded online when we went to the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Me and this dude go way back, you know what I'm saying? Info Gates. We did an album together. Not only did it produce a whole EP for me, he produced a whole album where we rapped together. Some of the craziest shit ever. Breaking Bad News. A lot of people don't even know about that one. You know what I mean?
I don't know how they don't.
Real hip hop shit, dude.
People know where they don't.
This dude pulled me into a realm that I always wanted to be in. Same realm that I tried to get into when we very first started working together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I was doing the B Hood shit, we was kind of in a different lane. I was always, you know what I'm saying, gravitating towards that kind of shit. But my bros were just on some different shit. So we all meshed together and met in this different place that I didn't
Right.
get to go to like I did when I was by myself.
Yeah, I love like meeting people like the way that you and me met, and then through you I met Bree, and we kind of had a similar type of relationship too. But yeah, with you and me, I feel like we just got to know each other really well, really quick. Like once we started, I think like after we did that first EP, the Heavy Metal Objects, it was just kind of like, all right, that shit was fun, but now what, like type of shit. And I remember when you first heard me rap, like you didn't know I rapped, and you heard that shit I did on Devo, and you called me freaking out. And it was like
crazy,
you know,
man.
a couple year or two later, we're doing our record or whatever. So
I was rapping on this dude's beats and didn't know how cold of a rapper he was, and then I heard him and I felt kind of dumb. Like, God damn. You probably listened to a couple of them bars like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just tight, man. That's just tight. I love how that shit worked out. And we still here, still rocking.
Yeah, nothing was ever forced, man. You know, that's been one thing. Like you know, with the people I affiliate with and make music with, I can't be too closely knit to anybody as a person. You know, or doing music if I can't really fuck with them as a person. Like we could work together, but unless we can we can't just laugh our asses off together or get pissed together. You know what I mean? Then it's just like it's really tough for me to like fully open myself up or expect the same out of the other person, but. You know, with people like you and Joey and Seth's crew, like, that shit just happened real quick, real easily. Like, nothing was ever forced. Yeah. So that makes it just so much easier to work, man. When you never have to worry about biting your tongue or, like, giving your advice in a room. Be like, I don't know, man, try it this way. That type of shit, man. Like, we definitely got that dynamic, which I'm glad I got people around me to do that. I can't imagine not having it now that I do.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But yeah, so how about coming up with your bros, man?
Yeah, because I was.
There's some history. Yeah, let's like I'm interested in hearing about some of the history before maybe even we were in the picture for you. You know,
yeah. For sure, man. We started out as a group called Three Nails, and we were called Three Nails, and we did our very first show here in a place that sold alcohol. You know what I'm saying? We did our very first show here, you know what I mean? We used to be called Hurricane. Hurricane.
True.
And, yeah, man, we were doing shows like that, then fell back for a while and recreated and called ourselves Brotherhood, which really is what B-Hood stands for, Brotherhood. And, yeah, man, just started getting in a whole nother realm of things out here in these streets.
And then I remember you dropped Just Landed.
Yeah.
You came out with Just Landed. I remember that.
Well, me and my bros, we did, we never actually dropped a project as Three Nails. Our first project was actually called The Score. We did it with a bunch of the homies, like actually Bree, my homie Nick Beam, Anonymous, which is Bree's little brother.
I met him.
Yeah.
She pulled up to my crib with him once.
Yeah. And the homie Mel Ballou. But yeah, we had a little... he's doing videos and shit now. Red Door Cinema.
I heard that, and I gotta like organically bring this up too. Do you guys remember when that dude had that commercial?
Yep.
Wasn't that him?
Yep. Hell yeah.
That's why I was like, it took me like
commercial.
Yeah,
he had dope ass marketing scheme. He had actual commercial on TV with him.
I would love to ask him how
raps?
much money he spent on that. This was like, man, what year do you think that was?
I don't know. It was a while ago.
This was a long time ago, dude. This was like probably 2008 maybe or older.
Yeah. Yep.
It was probably 10 years ago-ish. But he had this commercial where it was just like a white background, and this dude comes on with these chains and gold teeth, and he's just rapping for like a hot 30 seconds, and then at the end is like, who is Mel Ballou or something, if I remember correctly. And it was on TV like all the fucking time. And it was like, who is this guy? And this was like, it was like literally like the question, they asked you the question and you were like, who is this guy? Is he from Kansas City? Like, how is he on this commercial? And I think it was really like right around when the internet was starting to kick into gear when you could Google shit, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, I remember that. And then I remember seeing his name on your album. That's the one I produced. And I was like, is that the dude that had the commercials? Yeah. So yeah, he's probably too young. He's probably a little too young, maybe, to remember that.
Yeah, man, we was young, still getting it in around here. It's crazy, you know what I mean? We started hella early. We started hella early, and we what did we do next? After we did The Score, B-Hood put out what was it? B-Hood From Now On. B-Hood From Now On. Then we did Yellow Buster Rap School. And then I did my first solo joint, Just Landed joint.
Yeah,
And
I remember that.
That was the first thing I heard.
You had like 10,000 little.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking,
I was pushing them shits.
I remember everywhere we went. You had like handfuls of them, just handing them out.
Standing on at the gas station.
This shit's old as shit. I still rock the dip.
Yeah,
This shit's old as shit.
Some chick's
I had that
house
shit for a long
that
time.
I know had no idea who J.O. was, and on her coffee table was Just Landed. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is working.
Yeah.
I remember thinking to myself, like, this is working.
Yeah.
And then when you drop Brain Scatter, it just went even farther, and I was like, man, this is awesome to watch. Like, I remember just being like, just watching it all and being like, this
It's
is
been
all
ill.
amazing.
It's been ill seeing a whole lot of shit happen, man. A whole lot of shit's happened, and I feel like a whole lot of shit's still happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, it's not done.
Yeah, everybody, because people, you change, man. Your ideas of what goals are and what happiness is don't always stay the same. Like, that's what happened with my school, you know? Like, you a few years from now, you might start a sunglasses line or a fucking sneaker line or something.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers will just, like, continue to do things. I think everybody that, you know, at least the majority of the people that I fuck with, kind of, I feel that same energy that they have, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing what I started out to do when I met them.
Right.
I'm in the
Things
whole other
change.
lane.
Yeah. Yeah. Things change. You know, like you'll continue to do certain things, you'll drop certain things, and then you'll start certain new things. You know,
man.
it's kind of like the way life is. You know what I'm saying? People come and go, and mind states come and go too, man. Sometimes you just get older and change and shit.
For sure.
That shit's totally normal.
True.
So with that said, I'm about to drop this hot polka EP next week. You know what I'm saying? I
heard it.
started playing the
There's some-
ukulele
Dude,
upside
there's
down.
a polka movie on Netflix with Jack Black.
I started
right
playing
now.
the ukulele doggy style.
Yep. I got a couple
I
little
created this style.
accordion solos on that joint.
Fuck around. No, that's not. But I am starting to work on a record, bro. Actually, low key, yeah.
It's not low key anymore.
Well, no, I was gonna say something. The intro. I started
Oh,
writing
yeah.
to that shit. I'm like the whole beat. So you'll hear it. You haven't heard it yet, but there's like a little beat that plays at the beginning of our podcast. It's like our intro thing, and that's gonna be like an actual song that I'm gonna be using on my record. I'm pretty sure, unless it gets cut. But I started writing some shit I was really digging. So. Yeah, man. I just look at the calendar. It's been like 2 years almost.
It's been a while.
Chestbrook was-
Chestbrook was that 2 years ago?
8/16/16.
Yep.
Jeez.
Hell yeah.
Time
So I
flies,
started.
man.
Jay put me on to this this thing where you can hunt down missing royalties from your songs that you've gotten paid for. So he was helping me get my shit set up because I'm literally stupid as shit with anything that's like contracts and
Agreed.
read between the line, read all the shit, your percentages or this and chop like this into your subsidiary of your and I'm like, fuck out of here, just give me the shit. So he was helping me get my shit set up because I'm not good at any
I
paperwork.
had to learn that shit on my own. Little bit of help, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean. It was trial and error. You know what I mean. But yeah, Sound Exchange for any artists out there, y'all need to be signed up to that shit. You know what I mean.
Sound Exchange?
Sound Exchange. They find a lot of your royalties you didn't get paid, man. Nice size checks.
Yeah, I bet.
So I
bet.
I was thinking about you. You said you had like 60 some. I had like 76 songs, I think. So I'm like, damn, yeah, 76 songs that I hadn't claimed on this fucking site or whatever. I guess that goes and hunts down extra royalties. So I'm hoping that shit comes through. But it made me go back because you have to enter in all your information, like the date of the release and all your ISRC codes and shit. And I was like, damn, dude, 16. I did everything. I did our shit in March. Chestbrook in August, Bree shit in September or November or something. So I did 3 records that year, and then last year I didn't do any. But I started this school and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that took a lot of fucking time and energy to get going. But now that I'm like settled in, about to hit the summer too, where I won't be teaching, I don't think, unless I do like random classes. But yeah, with the summer about to hit, I've been like, all right, man, I got to get something on that 2-year mark. So.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And waiting that long kind of backs up shit to say.
Oh, totally, dude. My pen.
I think
is
it
going.
Man, I think it helps to wait a while to put projects out. Like
It really has.
I remember when I was managing Joey, and that was something he put like a project out like it felt like every fucking 6 months he was dropping a project.
A lot of people do.
I'm like, bro, just wait a while to like make them want it, and he waited and then dropped Magnum Opus. And that was like still probably his biggest project he's ever put out.
I think that's my favorite one he's done. Other than I'm excited for people to hear his new. I think his new
His
shit's
new
gonna
shit's
be his best
awesome,
shit.
but yeah. No, but I mean, and then I did it with Steady. I also convinced him to wait a while on Picture Perfect Broken Home, and arguably
show's hard.
that's his biggest project also. So I feel like sometimes artists feel like they need to put a bunch of shit out, but they don't necessarily have to.
For sure.
Because
I agree with that.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan also. Like, I know I do a lot of behind the scenes, but I'm a fan, and like, when you have to wait for something to come out, you just want it that much more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you like he said, you have more time to think about things and listen to beats and shit, and then you kind of can like form this aesthetic that you want to build, where you can tie things in to bundles of songs that sound good together, vibes, different instruments and BPMs and all that specific shit that makes songs what they are. But yeah, time. I'm glad I didn't rush it, because now I'm just like super pouring shit out, beats and lyrics. So that feels tight. Yeah, I'm excited to be working on shit again on my end.
For me, man, I was working so fast and doing everything so quickly, being able to fall back a little bit and have my times where I go do an album now that I'm with Strange. I think that shit helps me for sure. You know what I mean? Because my mind is so cluttered all the time. You know what I mean? I overthink. Too much shit going on in my mind, so when I can set back, process, figure myself out without being like worn thin type of shit, I come out a little more solid. I feel like,
Right. Yeah, that's why I feel. I mean, I've noticed that whenever people wait, I mean, even people are mad or said that Drake kind of fell off lately because he waited so long. But as soon as he drops his project, he's gonna be the biggest artist in the world again. You know,
he waited till he had a good idea.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to do another Hotline Bling.
By the way, what's crazy about this God's Plan shit is, supposedly he copied that shit off XXXTentacion.
Word?
Because Triple X put out
He was already in cahoots for doing that shit, right? Somebody was already saying he stole some song ideas from that kid.
Well, he put out X did put out a thing like, it was like hashtag do some good for someone or something like that. It was a do good challenge where he was like, go out and do something good for somebody. I don't care if you give them money, if you just help them carry shit to their car or
I don't know if you can say that's enough to steal a whole video idea, though. I mean, I said the day before I saw Drake's video, I got on Facebook and said, do something dope for someone other than yourself today. That was the day before the video dropped.
Right.
So sometimes people just have that thought in their head.
Yeah,
and say it.
and
It bugged me out when you just made me remember that, because I was like, what the fuck? I saw that video the next day. I was like, Drake, how'd you steal that in 8 minutes? Fucking go to Miami and get more.
I don't know if he stole it
Fuck that, I'm suing him.
or not.
He stole it from me. Damn it.
X is out here pretty mad about it though.
I mean, dude.
That dude is creative though, man.
I was...
X? Well, both of them are.
Yeah,
but
true.
He's creative, man.
Music shit happens. I was prepping for me and Bree the First Lady show that we did a couple months ago up here, and I had been playing other songs, and I realized that we have this song, her intro, the first song on the album, is the same exact chord progression as that Khalid Location song.
Yep.
It's just like a couple notes down.
And you didn't even realize it until after?
No, because it's a couple notes down, and my shit's a synthesizer. His is like that string, and mine's like a synthesizer, and the tempos are different, and the melody being sung over top is different. So I never even noticed until I was playing it, and I was like, oh, whoa. But our shit came out before that song.
Maybe they copied off of you.
Nothing's ever impossible, but it's unlikely. Just like the double extension, whatever the fuck. Triple X, double X, Tenachi, 3,000.
You really don't know nothing about these new kids.
Nah, for real. Nah, I mean, I know who they are.
This double X.
If you put their faces up, I would know, but I wouldn't know for real their songs, either one of those dudes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just to be honest.
But yeah, I thought that shit was crazy. I really did. I'm not sure. He could have copied them for real. I mean, if
he may have not been the one that made the video concept either.
True.
You know
Somebody else. True.
Totally possible.
But if I was,
he gets lyrics from other people.
Man, if I was Drake's size, I'd be copying people all the time.
I do know that. You know what I'm saying? He come into the studio. The people he working with may have a flow in mind for a track. They give him a flow in mind for a track.
It's taking
that
ideas.
may have been one of those ones that somebody else kind of took that idea. He didn't even realize it.
Right.
I don't think people understand how normal that is.
Yeah, that's very common.
You know what I mean?
It's very common.
The quote unquote ghostwriting.
It's
Or like working with people in the studio to record lyrics.
like Sci-Hi the
Both of those
Prince,
things.
yeah, like Sci-Hi the Prince kind of like explained the shit real well, the way that these guys work, where there'll be like 6 to 8 people in the studio, and the artist might not even be there, may or may not be there, but they'll come up with ideas and the artist will show up, or whatever, and they'll throw ideas at him and he'll take something and run with it.
Yeah.
Or he'll do something while on the other side of the glass there's people in there listening, critiquing, and thinking of ways that they could kind of tighten it up or switch it up.
I heard Cassidy say some shit. I was like, damn, from Cassidy. He was like, you know, mainstream artists in the industry that are on top for a very long time, all of their ideas aren't all theirs.
Yeah, there's
you know
no
what I'm
way.
saying?
But I feel like Eminem still
Kendrick-
sticks to his own
I
ideas,
think
and
there's
that's why he
certain
fell
people
off.
you could just
there
tell,
definitely
dude.
There definitely are people.
I think Kendrick too.
But he's-
I don't hear Kendrick getting a whole lot of ideas from the outside. I just kind of hear it in his music because there's a consistency to his craft.
Yeah, but do you
Like,
think that's going to be long staying? I feel like that's the reason why Eminem
he might get
isn't
bored
as
and get
relevant.
interested in sitting down and building with people, but I don't think he'll ever need that like other artists. A lot of other artists need.
Right.
I was super surprised because I didn't think I heard a lot of that in Kanye shit, but Sci-Hi talked about a lot of Kanye's songs that they helped
A
write.
ton. A
So-
ton.
So that
he
was-
wrote a lot of them shit.
Sci-Hi
And you can
wrote
listen to
a lot.
Sci-Hi, you can tell like,
Hear it.
I agree.
damn.
Yeah, I agree
like-
100%.
That dude's great, man.
Yeah, that dude is one of
I'd
the
love to
hardest.
be him.
I was really
One of the
considering
hardest
going out to
writers
St.
I've
Louis to see him in Crit. I think it's in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I might fucking do it. I really might. I'd like to see both of them. I've never seen either one of those dudes live, and I've been
Fucking
bumping
Crit
the
heavy.
shit out of both of their albums. Crit's new album is amazing, so is Sci-Hi's.
Yeah, I definitely fuck with that Sci-Hi. That album is crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
I think both of them are.
It's a
yeah.
dope, unique, fresh sound. You know what I'm saying? Very
I like-
thought out concepts on them songs.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy ass punchlines and shit too.
Yeah, I like the palettes they choose for their production.
Fucking rapper talk, man.
I felt the same way about
Rapper talk. I don't know anything about what palette. What are you talking about?
it's your beat selection. You know?
Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, I think Nipsey did a good job on his too.
That new
That shit's
Nipsey
hard.
project is so fire to me.
And he had once again he took a lot of time to do that. That dude could have been dropping albums every 6 months and selling, 100 Thou Wow just in L.A. probably.
Yep.
That dude's people. That's another thing people don't know because I'm a frequent L.A. visitor, as you go out there a lot too. Speaking of which, we need to book our tickets.
For sure.
Yeah, we about to go
When you going?
for my birthday in May. I'm lucky enough. Well, I've been wanting to go back to the Bay, and Tech and Joey are in Santa Cruz the day on my birthday. So we want to go to their show on my birthday, and then it's like an hour drive up to Frisco. I think we'll go spend a day in Frisco and then go back down to L.A. catch them again.
That's what's up.
But so yeah, I go out there usually once a year or so, and Nipsey's just so big out there. He was like almost like a mini Tech here out there. Like you'd see billboards, you'd see flyers everywhere, like on the ground and on stapled up on street signs and.
But I think LA's kind of like that. That's why Dom Kennedy never leaves. Because Dom Kennedy's huge too, and I know he's big in LA, but he don't ever tour.
Yeah,
He doesn't leave LA. Like, what's the point if you can make all your money there? Why
that's.
even
I
leave?
mean, that's to an extent how I've been able to do it. A lot of people have been able to do it locally. Rich the Factor. I mean, you go.
Yeah, but they're not rich like that. Like Rich has money.
Rich
but
got
he
money,
ain't-
dude.
He
I
ain't
mean,
like
I
Dom
don't.
Kennedy
I've never
money,
asked
though.
to see his bank statement,
True.
but I've hung out with him a couple times. He seems like he does okay.
Yeah.
And his music seems like he has a good platform too. I mean, you can eat off the shit in your area. You know what I'm saying? But then if you can get outside of your area and start eating too, that's just better.
Yeah.
That's just better.
A lot of niggas in New York never leave New York. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
right.
It's a lot of those areas, the L.A. area, New York area. Niggas just don't really leave and
They don't
still
need
can
to.
pop.
Yeah, they don't even need to. Because those places are like major media hubs
That's
too.
where everything goes on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You could do a media run in your own fucking city
Yep.
real fast
Yep.
and be everywhere. Everybody know about it.
And I feel
if
like
a song
that-
get hot in New York, it's hot everywhere. If a song get hot in L.A., it's hot everywhere.
And those are the only two cities. Because even though Atlanta's huge, they don't have media like that.
Right. Same with
I don't know
Chicago
about
and all
that.
shit.
People,
I've only
there's-
been to Atlanta a couple times.
Yeah, but there's a lot of artists.
Atlanta is kinda actually that's the closest thing.
It's
to
the closest, but
I
they
would
don't
think,
even have
yeah.
like.
Big ass fucking city.
Yeah.
It's a humongous city.
There's so many artists the last 2-3 years that have come out of Atlanta too.
Yeah.
Like so many.
I feel like Atlanta's like the longest city I've ever been to that it takes to drive from one end to the other.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's
Chicago's pretty bad too. But Houston, you're just like 45 minutes later, you're like, what city are we in now? Like Houston, like what, dude? Like how, or I mean, not Houston, Atlanta. Like how the fuck are we still in Atlanta, dog? That shit's crazy. You're on the fucking highway, like no traffic for like 30, 40 minutes.
And you're still in Atlanta.
Still in Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta's big.
It's humongous, bro. It's like one of the biggest cities I've ever fucking been to.
Where were you going with that LA thing, though? I think I interrupted you.
Nipsey, it's just, I mean, years and years ago when he was not very well known here or a lot of other places that I had been, he was just really fucking big in LA, like really big, massive big. So, yeah, he you know, he went independent for a really long time. And in this period from when what label, do you know what label he's on?
He's independent.
He's independent.
That's what's so.
Are you sure?
100%.
That's what's so big. That's what's so
100%
big about it.
independent.
What's
That's
his
what's so
label?
big about it.
He's not on a label.
He's got his.
What's his label? He has to have his own label or something, right?
I don't think there's like a name
I
for
don't know.
it.
I don't know what it is, but
I'm
yeah,
looking it up
the
right
fact he is independent is like one of the biggest parts about his success.
Yeah, he's got a
noteworthy.
lot of money.
You know what I mean?
I watched the whole thing when Gary Vee went into the studio with him and was talking to him for like 2.5 hours, and like they just talking about money and like
he a
how to
businessman.
make more money and all that shit. I'm just like, this is awesome. I wanna
Yeah,
be there.
he reminds me of a little like West Coast Tech kind of man. Like he did his shit by himself. Definitely didn't need too much help.
You looking it up
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find it.
on your 1999 laptop?
Yep, Bill Clinton edition, dude. Straight up. This is the fucking LeBron James rookie year.
That motherfucker started connecting like.
It's on Ethernet. It goes to my AOL account.
That's funny.
Hold up,
Yeah,
son.
I don't think he has like an actual name for his
Nope,
label.
he partnered with Atlantic Records. Boom.
Word.
Brett.
That doesn't
Boom.
mean that he's
I
not
told you.
independent still, though.
Well, they partnered up. That means that they put money in. They make money if he makes money, is what that means.
Yeah, that's true.
So he did get some big corporate money, and I'm pretty sure that's why he took a hiatus, was to listen to 3,000 beats to pick 16 or however many he used.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can kind of hear that. You can hear it in the album.
Shit's the way to go, though.
And I totally agree with the statement I saw he just put out, too, that people shit on Master P for what he brought to the game.
You said you agree with it?
I do agree with that. People don't put Master P in the conversation with the Jay-Z's.
Because he's not as good a rapper.
Yes, he is a rapper.
Not as good.
He's not as good.
As
But
an
he-
artist,
but-
his music doesn't. You can't still play a lot of that old shit now. That's one of the things. You know what I'm saying? I try to throw on No Limit now. It was for that time.
It was for
that
that
shit
time.
does not sound that great.
None of it?
You know what I'm saying?
I know some of it's
respect-
outdated.
that's
I bet
no
some of it's
disrespect
still
to
tight.
any of
I
them
know, like, making
or
say,
Master P, like that dude is a fucking legend, and I look
Right.
up to that dude. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
But I think that-
music-wise, that music is not in rotation anymore.
But I think that to attest what he was
yeah.
saying, when people don't put him in that level, that's why they don't.
And it's, yeah, but I
'cause his
think
music isn't
when I say
timeless.
that, I'm going beyond the music, too. I think they made a lot of great music, but I'm more or less referring to, like, the blueprint he laid out. You know, you hear Tech and
I
Trap
mean,
talk
shit,
about it.
that blueprint is still being repeated today.
It's like the hood formula to like get your shit popping. Like E40 did it out the trunk, just grassroots.
Hella true, though.
You know, hand to hand, gas stations.
Man, I'm not trying to hate on that. I'm not trying to hate on him at all. I
Yeah.
feel like he's a legend for sure, but
I think he changed the game more than people tend to talk about and respect. And
I would agree with that, though.
And I thought it was super random but cool too when he was super offended how they gave Prodigy that thing at the BET Awards. You ever see that rant he went on, Master
Yeah.
P?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
When Prodigy died, they did a homage thing to him at the BET Awards. Was that where it was?
I think so.
I think it was at the BET Awards, maybe the Source Awards.
No, it was BET.
Master P was like outside just ranting about how they didn't pay any attention to Mobb Deep for all these years, and now that he died, they tried to like act like they respected him and his music and what he brought to the table.
Don't you think
I
that
thought that
happens
was
more though? When
Huh?
you think about people don't really get respected until they die.
Sure. That's a given.
I think yes and no. I mean, I think it depends on the person. I think society has these weird ways of picking who they like super appreciate. It's weird to me. Going to shows in Kansas City at the Riot Room is a really good litmus for that. There's just certain shows that I'm shocked are sold out, and certain shows that I swear are going to be sold out. And there's 60 people here. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, that's what I was. That's what
and
I was
part of
saying.
that's Kansas City, but I think that we're a mirror of a lot of other cities.
Didn't Cameron come here?
Mm-hmm. And it
Yeah,
didn't even sell out.
it was not.
It didn't even sell out here, bro.
I saw Mobb Deep with The Alchemist. How
We
many
did
people? Were
DJ
you here?
premiere here,
DJ?
and it didn't even sell out.
I leaned on the stage watching premiere.
You know what I mean?
Dog, me too.
I was
I'm
right
there
next
with
to
you.
It's
I'm
like, bro,
glad.
like
I'm low key. Part of me is glad when they don't come out, and part
The
of me is
people?
part of me is glad when they don't because you get
That
you
infinite
get the
type of
spot.
shit.
Yeah, no one's shoved. You got right up
Yeah.
front. You're good, but part of me is pissed for the artist's respect.
yeah, and
You know
as
what I'm
a
saying?
promoter, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm like,
when-
this is some bullshit. Kansas City looks real fucking slow right now.
It sucks when you think you got something you're gonna make a good chunk of
that's
money on,
another hit.
and you
That
make
too.
like $100 or you lose 500. You know what I mean? It's just like fuck.
Yeah, man, that too. It makes you feel like it's gonna be harder to get people that you want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It feels like it's gonna be harder to get people like to keep booking them if people take L's like that. But yeah, Mobb Deep, man. I saw Mobb Deep in The Alchemist here, and I was just to this day I can't believe how
Oh,
few
right?
people. Yeah,
I don't remember that.
it
Shit.
was insane, dude. It was like 50 fucking people.
Really?
And it was like a bad day. It was like a Sunday or a Monday, and it was cold or something. But it was like unbelievable how few people were here for Mobb Deep.
But then you can do Afro
I was
Man
low key pissed. And then
twice
Afro
in 4
Man,
months and sell them
yeah,
both
Fire
out.
Marshal comes and shuts down Afro Man.
It's like what?
What?
Damn,
What?
Doesn't
Kansas
make any
City.
sense.
Come on.
I'm not
really
knocking. I'm not trying to knock Afro Man either. I know way more Mobb Deep songs than Afro Man songs, bro. Like,
Well, yeah, because Afro Man only really had like 2.
yeah.
That are really like super dope. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's Kansas City though. That's something that I've been fighting as a promoter for like years. Just trying to figure out the lane that will definitely work every time, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
There is no lane that works every time.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
Yeah, Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz
Yep,
came
another
here,
one.
dead as
Nobody
fuck.
here. Nobody
No, I don't
fucking
get
here.
it.
Sat and drank with the dude. I don't know how many rappers we've seen here that just used to end up drinking with them because there's just fucking nobody. They don't even care. They're like, why would I even go to the green room? There's just fucking 30
Right.
people here. No one even cares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I remember
crazy.
drinking with Joel Ortiz, and he had that vibe too, where he was like, man, fuck this place. I want to get out of here.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
I would too if I
It's
showed up
crazy how
anytime.
many people have been through this place, man. This is really a staple in Kansas City, dog. You know,
Yes.
for hip hop.
We have a shortage too. We need a couple more venues that are slightly bigger than this one.
Yeah,
We've been
Beaumont
talking about
Club
that for a
closing
while.
kind of hurt.
Beaumont
a little.
closing, and the
Record
Uptown
Bar.
is just a little bit too big.
The record
Record-
bar being
record-
up here, it's still
Record Bar's
cracking, but
good. Record Bar's a good spot. I
I
like
ain't
it.
even really been in there.
I
a
just
whole
miss
lot
the
since
old
they
one so
moved and
much,
shit.
I
man.
miss the old one too. This new one's just it's dope, but it's so
It is
nice.
dope, it's just different.
But I feel like if I brought like let's just say Action Bronson, if I brought Action Bronson here, I'd have to put on a record bar or something like that. But we would beat the fuck out of that room. It would get beat up. You know what I mean? It would get ruined. Shit would get broken. They'd get all pissed off. But here, if things get broken, it's part of Riot Room.
Right.
Things get broken here all the time. You know.
Truth.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. I've been saying that for a while. We need to figure out a way for the city to have more venues. But then again, we also need to figure out if it could support more venues. Because I don't even know if it could. It barely supports the one we have.
Yeah.
How the Truman doing? I ain't even.
I haven't heard. Yeah, I haven't heard
I mean,
anything.
it's a corporate room, though.
Oh, okay.
It's like all AEG and Live Nation. So, like, I couldn't even book a show there.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dang. Word.
Yeah. It's crazy. But, I mean, they've been doing well. They just did Brockhampton. So, like, this young crew there that did pretty well. They're doing Joey Badass there here pretty soon,
Oh, dang. Okay.
which should be pretty cool. Yeah.
Be interested to see what that's all about.
Joey Badass? I fuck
Yeah.
with Joey Badass.
I like him. I'm curious to see what his fan base is like here.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
That's-
We got to tap in.
It's like throwing a fucking quarter
Never
in a
know.
hat,
Yeah,
bro.
you never fucking
You
know.
never know.
Yeah.
In Kansas City, you never know.
Yeah, you could book two very similar artists. One would do great, one wouldn't. It's just, I don't know. I feel
I
like,
heard that Earth Gang EP.
what is
Yeah,
it?
Earth Gang's on Sunday night, man.
That shit hard.
In
Here?
Lawrence. In Lawrence.
Oh, in
Like,
Lawrence?
you're not, I was,
Word.
man, That's some behind the scenes shit, but I tried to get them here and I got that shit stole from me.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's whack. But yeah, Earth Gang and JID both.
Oh,
At
word.
Granada
I'll fuck with
on
both
Sunday
of them.
night.
Fuck with both of them.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it should be a pretty dope show. Ashawn and Aaron Alexander are opening.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dope.
Some shit going on.
yeah. But yeah, Earth Gang's new shit is fire. That Meditate song with JID is super hard.
I haven't heard it. See, now I got something to look up. I'm gonna have to check it out tonight or later.
So what else is new? What else you want to talk about, Jay?
Shit, man. I'm just here.
Yeah,
We talking.
we kicking it. The fucking riot room.
Yeah, after last week, I was trying to come up with like things. I avoided Facebook, so I don't even have my Facebook beef of the week for this week. Or normally I would have some sort of beef that happened.
Yeah,
throughout.
we got a couple of aesthetics that we're going to be working out here as we get a little more settled in next couple weeks. But man, I think we got the good location. I like that. I think it's a comfy little setup in here. We had enough to get rolling, man. For today, we had enough to do it last week and this week. I feel like.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to do this shit every week, man. We just need to start. You know what I'm saying? Pimping it out. That's all it is. But yeah, dude, I'm excited about the shit. There's really nobody in Kansas City doing anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean Mello and them had a podcast. I jumped.
That's
on.
right. Yep.
That was pretty fire.
Mello did have one. I saw that. Is there anybody else?
You guys still doing that?
Yeah, you guys still doing that?
Paused it while I was out with Chris, but yeah.
Picking it back up.
Tight.
And I heard, I know the homie Gotti does his Wavy Wednesday little thing on Instagram. Peep him on that. I'm pretty sure he'll be doing that while they're on tour.
I guess Slap It or Trash It is kind of it's
that
not
lane.
like this, but it's
It's
same
different,
type of
but
lane.
yeah, it's up that lane.
Man, he got
always
hated on
supported
quick though, huh?
I know.
What happened?
Just like everybody was all about it, and then all of a sudden it just like turned on him.
I feel like
I fuck with him.
I
I fuck
remember
with that
seeing the Benzino dude on there. He had the Benzino guy on there. Benzino was in town. And I'm wondering if there's a tie here. This is just my brain going. I'd never thought about it this way. But I remember that Benzino guy was on his thing and was here, breeded something with Benzino too.
Word?
Yeah. They're linked up. He heard her sing and got her contact or something. But so I remember that. But that was like I didn't see anything after that very much on that show. And this is random, but do you guys remember when there was that Benzino ass eating thing that came out?
Hell no.
No, I don't.
Hell no.
See, this is why I ain't trying to put the homie on blast or nothing on Benzino, but I just remember seeing this. This is just me just remembering. Like,
I don't think there's anything wrong with eating ass, bro.
hey, to each his own. I'm not an ass eater personally. It's not my thing. I hit the salad bar, but I don't hit the ass crack. It's just there's certain places I go for certain things.
Gotta stay away from that ass, man. That shit is
I mean,
shit ain't
Yeah.
nice.
So it was.
you don't just do it to like a random girl you just meet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like
Wifey.
you gotta know this girl.
Oh, you
gotta
do?
know she showers regularly and is clean
Fresh out
before
the
you.
hour, booty
Yeah, before you go just doing that. But
Well, here's the shit. I can't pull it up because we don't have our screen.
I'll put it in the afterwards. Go ahead.
We don't need. It's all good. We don't really need to put Benzino on blast like that. I'm just wondering if there's a tie here. I'm about to form a conspiracy theory
Okay.
that maybe Benzino's ass eating thing
Ruined Slap It or Trash It?
Hurt Slap It or Trash It.
I don't think that's true.
Did I go too far? Did I lose you?
I feel like that
That's
might be
okay.
taking it a little too far.
I'm over here just. I'm
I ain't
over here
talked to him
letting
in
it
this
rip.
minutes in a minute, so I don't know what his plans are or nothing. But yeah, you know,
It was a
what
good
I'm saying?
idea.
I support that shit.
I
No, I
watched.
fucked with
I
Slap It or
watched
Trash
it
It.
some. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea. Show's pretty cool. But I just did notice I saw Benzino on the slap. See, I'm like doing detective work. I saw Benzino on the show, and then I saw Benzino with the scandal, and then I didn't see much
What's
of the show.
I just don't understand the scandal.
There's actual pictures of him, like his whole face in this chick's ass. Like there's
Oh.
pictures of it.
Well, that sucks. I got out.
This little line said the bitch was musty or something.
Yeah, it didn't look good. I remember it didn't look. It
Yeah,
wasn't
bro.
like romantic wife ass eating. It was like pictures, like some weird pictures. I think this girl was like like she had her shirt on and everything, but her pants were all the way down, and she was like eating an apple in the kitchen, and just he had her ass up in the air, just like
and there was a
Taking a
photographer
That
there.
sounded like
And there's
it's
something
planned.
somehow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a
It did
photographer
seem.
there.
Hey, I'm telling you, I saw the thing. I
I'm
saw
gonna
it.
Just
find
eating
those
the
pictures
apple
and
while
flash
she
them.
getting her ass
She's
eaten.
eating an apple. I'm pretty sure she's eating an apple
Cooking
while,
dinner. Just,
while he's just going to town. Going to.
Like I said, man, there's no found. It's not. I mean, eating ass is like something. It is what it is.
I guess it's in.
I think on one of my
making a
vlogs one
protein
time.
shake, getting the ass eaten.
Yeah, I think
It's
on one
not
of
for
my
me,
vlogs one
bro.
time I admitted I did it to 5
It's not for
different
me,
girls.
bruh.
So you've eaten 5 asses.
Damn, you keep track. You
mean,
get
that's
tattoos.
something-
He gets a tattoo of every asshole on
I mean,
his arm.
that-
They're gonna
yeah.
go all the way up his forearm. Just
Walking by
every
on the bedpost.
notches on his belt. Just,
I mean, it
Every
is what it
asshole
is.
he's ever
But that's
eaten up his arm.
something that you keep track of because you don't do it with every female.
Can you imagine?
Keep track of it,
Yeah,
and he can flex, and the assholes can like.
yo, that's too far.
No, it's not. Go all the way in or go home, dub. Own
That's
it,
too
own
far.
it or don't.
So you
But if you're
literally
gonna own
haven't
it-
ever eaten ass before?
No.
You haven't either?
Huh?
I'm the only one on this podcast. I'm the only one
I
that
guess
has.
I guess either. I don't know, man.
I mean, that's
comment.
fine. I'm not
I'll-
even tripping.
Yeah. I mean,
No
I'm not.
comment.
Yeah, I may.
Okay,
I may
check
have.
out.
I mean,
So between you and me, like you don't do that?
I'm pretty goddamn sure I never have. If I was just completely shit-faced waste or something, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. I've eaten tons of puss. I like doing that. I'm good with that, but.
Tons of puss.
Badu
this is
said
taking a
too.
crazy turn. I love it. I love it.
But Badu said this shit too, though, and she's got a point. She's like, if you eat that much pussy, you've eaten some ass too.
Yeah, I mean,
so there's
yeah.
that too. They are their neighbors. They live. They have a very they have a very
that extra
small.
long-
They have a
Got that
very
extra
small
long
gap
lick
in
and just
between.
went to the room.
They have a very
Like the
small
road.
gap in between their houses. They have houses, but you can hear your neighbor. You can hear them walking around. They're very close.
I mean,
You
shit.
could, you're down there with your mouth, your chin's probably touching stuff. You're getting
You eat the
around.
pussy from the
not
back.
here.
Your nose
You
is
eat the-
basically in the
Yeah,
ass.
if you eat the pussy from the back, you're taking
You're
ass to
looking at
the,
the
it.
top lip might hit
you're
the
taking ass to the unibrow. You're taking ass to the unibrow region. You're taking a hot butthole right to the unibrow spot.
I mean, it happens.
I mean, whatever gets people off, I'm with it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just,
And to each
I'm not
his own.
going straight to the ass eating.
Well,
We're not gonna be making out, and I just flip you over and
Let me get that ass.
yeah, put your ass.
I've
in
never
there.
done that either.
Let me get this ranch dressing. Hold up. Nah, not for me.
All right, let's turn back into.
Damn it, I
regular,
was feeling this combo. Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
more. You just want to talk about ass eating for the
You
next?
started
20
it,
minutes?
man. You can't start some shit.
I mean, I like it. I'm not saying that it's something that I do regularly.
Yeah.
Janzer, I have one question for you.
What's that?
Have you ever eaten ass?
Nope.
Janzer's never. Okay.
Team info, Janzer's team info, baby.
Yeah, I have.
Anti-ass eating.
5 times. 5 different females.
I'm not anti. I'm anti for me.
One time each? 5 times.
One
just
time.
Different females.
I
No, I
have.
mean like you're having a couple times with a few of them, but you know.
Do you have you ever had a girl that's just crazy about eating your ass?
No.
I have.
See,
I have.
I've never even.
I had a
that's
girl-
never happened to me.
I had a girl that would not
Black on
fucking let it
camera.
go. She wouldn't let it go. I'd be like, no, and she'd be like,
She just kept asking.
I'm talking about over and over
So what'd you just
several
say? Fuck it.
occasions.
Fuck
Yeah.
it one
That's
day.
what happened.
I'm not gonna lie, I did. I finally was like, dude, you know what? And you know what's fucking retarded? You know what's fucking retarded?
This is fantastic.
This is true. I don't give a shit.
I know neither do I. Go
So,
ahead.
but here's what was so. I remember what struck me as so weird is after I let her get it off, she felt so like, ha, got you. You know, she was like, I told you I was gonna one day I was gonna get it, and I was like, congratulations. That's sick. Now
that's
go
so
hit the
funny.
mouthwash. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
She just kept
congratulations.
begging
Now
and
go
begging.
hit the mouthwash, huh?
She kept begging.
I'm
and
dead
begging.
serious. Like we'd be fucking, and she'd be like, like this was a girl I fucked. Like, I was like
Regularly.
pretty much dating for a while. Yeah.
It's fuck.
And she was like always trying to get that off, and I was like, why? Well, I would just be like, why would you even want to do that? Like, and she just was like, I just want to.
I've never had that done to me.
You're not missing out. It tickles. It just tickles.
Yikes.
You can't even grab my ass too hard. I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
I'm
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
way.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
same
I'm
way.
like, or like you ever been to the doctor? They gotta put the finger in your ass and shit.
Fuck that.
No, never had a doctor
Never had a
put their finger
physical?
in
Was
my
they have to
ass.
put the all right, well,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a doctor put their finger in my ass before.
Yeah.
I mean,
People
they're
from
like,
behind me get donkey
touch
kicked
your
on.
balls and
I've
make
had-
you cough and shit.
I've had to get checked up before for things where they had to do that, and I'm just like, fucking, like you said, anybody getting near that shit, I'm like,
Stay away.
So that's how I felt. But more than anything with her, I was just like, why do you want to do that? That's fucked
Do
up.
I know that girl?
I don't think so.
Cool.
The look on your face was like, no.
I'm just hoping that.
If you did, yeah, you probably don't.
Yeah,
think
I don't
I
want
don't
to know.
think you do. I don't think you know her.
Well, now that we got that out the way,
Yeah. So what? Yeah. Now
So
we can get. Now I feel like we can move on.
we can move on because we talked about you getting your ass over.
Yeah. I finally got that out. That was like therapy. Thank you guys.
You're
Thank you
welcome,
for listening.
man. It's kind of what we're here for.
Jesus. Yeah.
So yeah, 420.
420.
Info's dropping. Stevie Stone and him are JL's dropping the project.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not dropping on 420.
Sorry,
I
man.
don't
I'm
know what I'm
thinking
talking
about ass eating. Like, I just.
Yeah, we went deep, dude.
We went really
deep into
into a
ass.
really
What
weird.
y'all talking about?
Yeah.
JL didn't know. I didn't know. Nobody
getting
knew.
weird.
It just went there.
420, Contraband, JL,
Contraband.
Stevie Stone, Strange Music. It's called Contraband.
I've heard
It's
it.
hard.
I've heard it. It is tight. I have a couple favorite songs.
Right on.
I'm not gonna give any of the information away.
I feel like I'm gonna just wait
Yeah,
to
man,
hear it until it comes out. I'm gonna wait.
it's just refreshing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do collab albums. You know, when me and this dude did one, it was incredible.
I
Me
love
and-
it.
Me and Stevie did one, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Shit's tight.
Yeah.
Shit just
I
worked
think there
out.
should be more collabo albums out there.
There
I
should be.
think more people should do out of the
I always thought-
ordinary.
I always thought that was
collabs.
something
Look
that's
how
tight.
good Killer Mike and LP turned out.
Yep, exactly.
Look how good that fucking turned out.
Yeah.
And who saw that coming? I bet you both of them were like, what? When someone brought that up. But then they did, they probably just got together and had fun, liked each other, and just organically made music. That shit too, like that, I think that's a prime example of when people meet and just naturally get along. They don't have to work for it. They probably just smoked a joint and laughed and fucking agreed on more things than they disagreed with, and now look at their shit. Like, both of their careers have never been better. I'd love to see more people do that. Like Big Boy do an album with fucking Royce 5'9" or something. You know what I mean? Just see random people
Do
just.
you think Big Boy would sell out, right?
Oh, hell yes. Hell
Yeah,
yes.
for
Just a question.
For sure.
He would sell out Riot Room DJing. I know he does shows DJing. He DJ'd at the Jones Pool when that thing was a thing, and it was completely fucking
We talked about
jam-packed.
that earlier too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He rapped like one song though too, huh?
Yeah, definitely unappreciated artist right there, too.
Yeah.
God,
For
his
sure.
last
In
album.
this city.
He had a couple
His last
songs.
one's fire.
He had a couple songs that his albums are always like that with me though. There's a few of them that are just too abstract or outside the box for me, but then the ones I like are just so fucking good. There's like 5 songs on that last album he did that are just so good. And you know what he did that got super slept on was that album he did with that EDM group. Did you ever hear that fucking album he did with that EDM group?
So,
Oh man, what were they fucking called? This is why I need the
damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta look it up. Fantagram.
Damn, I don't know shit about
See,
that.
so y'all put me on to the Earth Gang. You guys, there's this one song on this album in particular. There's a few great ones, but this one,
Big Boy and Fantagram.
Fantagram. It's called, what's this album called? The song I really love is this, Fell in the Sun, and this one's really tight too. It's called Big Grams. Big Boy and Fantagram, Big Grams.
I'll look it up.
This Fell in the Sun song is so tight. They just like blend like 3 different genres together.
When did that shit come out?
It's like 2014 or 15. It's just an
Straight missed
EP.
that.
Yeah, I know, I did too. Skrillex and Ninth Wonder produced most of it.
Damn.
Right. This little fucking buried treasure. It's like 7 or 8 songs.
I had no idea that even came out.
Very experimental. A couple of the songs are fucking dope. A couple of them are kind of weird. But that's what Big Boy always does to me with his albums. He comes up with just these big, huge fucking songs or songs that I just can't. They just do too, they like overwhelm me. But yeah, that shit's hard. Y'all should look that shit up.
I will. I will.
So yeah, what else is popping? Anything else popping this weekend, KC, we need to talk about?
No, I mean, I want to talk about Clever Threads and Clark Roseville dropping this Black History Month shit.
Okay.
It's
Plug
pretty
the
tight.
homie Clark Roosevelt. What up, Clark?
What up, Clark? Yeah, look up Clever Threads. He just dropped his Black History Month he does every year, and he's got like Pam Grier and like some
Clark's
cool
a funny
ass
dude,
shit.
man.
Yeah,
I like that dude.
It's super cool. Yeah, go check that out for real because he's making some cool clothes right now.
Word.
Other than that, no, I don't think there's anything really this weekend that's going on.
I know our brother Seth's crew are about to be in St. Louis tonight or tomorrow, coming up.
Oh yeah, dog. Tech Nine drops his album tomorrow.
Boom.
Oh,
Tech
that's
Nine's
tomorrow,
album
isn't
comes
it?
out tomorrow.
Dog.
Tech,
okay.
love you, bro.
Crazy.
Congratulations. We were lucky enough to hear that shit months ago. It's a great fucking record.
Yeah, I think his solid fans are really, really gonna appreciate this.
Shout to
record.
homie Nave Manjo.
Great.
I know he's about to, get a few eyeball emojis
Hell yeah.
to the homie Nave. He's a super talented kid. I look
Yeah,
forward
I
to
watched
working with
him.
him.
I went to T Grizzly and Jeezy, and he came out and did a song.
Yeah,
with
he's
T
on
Grizzly.
he's on my short
Oh,
list.
yeah.
He's on my short list
We
of
got a list. That's
dudes
just hard.
I really want to work with. So
He was on my first project.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember. I was in that video
Yep,
with B. Lee
yep.
and Joey Cool. And
Yeah, man, Joey Cool.
Yeah.
B. Lee, shout out.
Yeah, I remember that. Like hotter than you know.
So
Yeah,
St. Louis
yeah,
family,
dog.
St. Louis family, check out Seth's crew. If you're into the homies, you need to. If you're not, you need to. They put on a great show. They'll be out there in St. Louis.
Dude,
Tech's
by the
album
way, real
coming
quick,
out.
Timo Ski drop kicking somebody.
We know the dude.
We know who he
We know the
dropkicked
dude who he kicked
too.
too. Damn. See,
But
this is why
you
you
know
gotta
what?
have a long podcast. 'Cause you
Yeah, I know.
At,
Real
at
quick.
first, I was like, what? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And then I watched Gmo Ski's video and read his whole shit, and I just want to say, DTM, I fuck with you, dog, but hey, you probably kind of had that one coming, dog.
Yeah,
you know
but,
what I'm saying?
I mean, I just
You kinda
read like
had
a
that one
little
coming,
thing.
bro.
He
Sorry,
said that
shit.
dude been like bothering him for a while.
For a year talking shit online.
And then he came.
Then he came, stood in front of the barricade, and stood there like, "What's up?" Anybody would have did that shit.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
I wouldn't have been. It
Facts.
wouldn't have been a flying drop kick for me. I probably would have tried to flying Superman the motherfucker. Superman punch the motherfucker. But hey, man, I don't know because DTM is a cool dude, so I don't really know.
Yeah, he shows us nothing but love.
Yeah, I
Every
don't
time
really
we
know
go
what
out to
happened
Denver, he
there,
pulls
but-
up. Anybody does a show out to Click, he's there supporting.
That's crazy that y'all
But
knew.
yeah, we know him, and then we know the dudes who fucking beat up Tanashi too.
Takashi 6ix9ine
Yeah, you know that was fucking Aquilio.
at the airport.
That was Aquilio. You know that? I'm
did
just
not
not
know
telling you
that.
that.
Did
At the
I know
airport.
that.
The dudes that beat him up at the airport.
Yeah, we've met these dudes. I'm pretty sure I was with you when we met him at Strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aquilio have done tons of work with Strange. They're from Texas. They paint their faces. It's either white with a red cross or red with the white cross.
Yeah, it's white with the red.
White with the red cross. They're two dudes. They're from Texas. They're dope. They rap their asses off. They've done a bunch of shit with Strange Music. We've met them before. And I saw the video and had no idea that it was them. And then I saw someone say it was them, and I didn't think it was. And then I looked. I saw Tech was just in L.A., and he was kicking it with them. I saw on the gram. So I just went over to their Instagram page, and they say on their Instagram page, like, two rapping ass motherfuckers, also the dudes that whooped the shit out Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh
Takashi
shit!
6ix9ine funny to me though.
Did not see that.
I think he's funny as fuck.
I just thought that was crazy
Don't have-
that we know the dudes who did that
I don't
too.
have too many comments about it other than it's extremely entertaining, and he got his shit popping.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's
them
got his
songs
shit
come
poppin'.
on. I mean, it's not necessarily what I'm rolling around to, but them songs
Yeah.
come on. I do know half the words and shit. So the nigga got his shit going. Ain't nothing I can hate on with that.
That's always my
Now,
perspective.
his own lifestyle and how he do all this shit, that's on him.
Yeah,
That's on
that's-
him.
It ain't for me. But
Yeah, that's exactly
not
that's
cool.
yeah, that's why I say that a lot nowadays. It just ain't for me. If that's your shit, I'm whatever. It just ain't my shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? There's a certain food I don't
Doing
eat,
his
other
thing,
people do.
though.
I don't
Shit is
boycott
cracking
the
and
shit.
popping, bro. He's one of the most talked about, well-known artists right now. What you gonna
And
say?
he trolls everyone.
I'm backing up Charlamagne though on the shit he was saying though, man. I'd like to see. I hope he chills out before he gets hurt or
He's gonna get hurt.
or ruins his
Yeah,
career.
the LA shit get serious, man.
It
I mean,
does.
And they're not.
niggas
That's
really
what's crazy is they ain't
gang
from LA.
bang
Aquilio's
out
from
there.
Texas.
I know.
They were just out there or something. I think. Like
And I mean, he don't look like he got no fear.
I wonder
which
how.
is cool.
I
Which
want to
is
see
maybe
too.
dumb, but I don't know, man. I don't know that nigga
I'll
like
be
that.
curious.
I can't,
I'll be
I can't
curious.
really
I'll be-
speak on it like that because I don't know him like that.
I'd be curious if we ever get the chance to talk to those dudes again. What happened before they were out the car? Like, I don't know. I wonder what, you don't see video before they're out the car. So I wonder if they, like, pulled up and they're like, yeah, that dude's a fucking bitch or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they saw his hair or something, I was like, you old bitch or something. Like, I wonder what started it.
I mean, I know Aquilio, you know, they radical niggas, so who knows?
Yeah, they remind me of, like, Dead Prez a little bit. Their content ain't quite the same, but their energy is kind of like Dead Prez-ish. Yeah, they're kind of like hardcore. Yeah. I like them, though. I think they're dope.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm going to look them up, too.
So, yeah.
Let's probably wrap this up.
Yeah, we've been going at it a minute. We covered a lot of ground from Assholes to Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a pretty successful episode 1, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take it as a W.
Yeah, notes, in my opinion, we'll have more topics.
We're going to be bigger, better.
If anybody who watches this has something y'all want us to talk about, too, just
guests, too, if you guys
write it
have
in the comments,
if you guys have
guests.
recommendations. We're working on some pretty big guests, some athletes, some entertainers, some local, you know, big things, alcohol, food, people. So, I mean, yeah, if anybody has any recommendations of who you'd like to see on or any input, hit us up. We got the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. We're just getting started, man. Bigger and badder every week. We're going to have more and more shit to play with, so keep tuned.
Appreciate y'all
Much
having
love
me
to
on
the
this.
Thanks for coming on,
JLB
bro. You're the first guest.
First
dude.
guest
I'm
ever,
fucking-
JLB Hood.
I'm excited. It was like,
Absolutely.
one of
Space
those-
heater down in this motherfucker, you gonna be alright.
Yeah,
It's
once the
kind
winter
of chilly
comes.
right now down here. Normally it's
none
not
of
that
shit.
chilly.
Right. We're gonna have to improve on a couple things, but
Oh,
we're
hi,
gonna be
Emily.
good. The homie Emily in the building. But yeah, peace out, FYTB Podcast. We out of this bitch. Brah!
Peace.
Blah.